You know, the podcast is all about body stuff. You are the, I think, perfect guest I could have.
Yeah, can I reach it?
Yeah. Okay. Right there.
Yeah, that's a pile of cysts.
It is?
Well, dude, I could pop that out. That's a small one. Show this. Oh my God, you and I.
Why did I bring you on the
podcast? Conversations.
Well, Steph Infection listeners, I've got a big fat fucking tour coming up. Here are some new tour dates. Please come see me live. All tickets are available at punchup.live/Steph Tolev. August 22nd, Atlanta. August 22nd, 23rd, Charleston, South Carolina. First time coming. Come tell me where to eat. This date just got added. I'll be in Washington, D.C., August 29th, 31st. Then I'll be in Kansas City for this Fountain City Festival, September 13th. I got some theater gigs coming up in Canada I'm very pumped for. I got Halifax, September 20th, Ottawa, September 21st. Then I'll be in Houston, Texas, a one-nighter at the Improv on September 26th. Then I'll be in Dallas, pretty much more like Addison, September 27th, 29th. Then I'll be in Portland, Oregon. Tickets are selling really fast for that show at Helium, so please get them October 3rd to 5th. Then I have I got new dates I can announce here. I will be in Victoria, BC, November 8th, Vancouver, November 9th, and then Edmonton, Alberta. I can finally announce it. November 10th, I'll be in Edmonton. Please get tickets to all these. Thank you. Keep listening to Steph Infection. This is a very special episode for me.
Me too.
This for you as well.
Yes.
You know, the podcast is all about body stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come on here and don't talk about this stuff. But you are the, I think, perfect guest I could have.
I can talk about many body extrusions.
It's Dr. Sandra Lee, a.k.a. the Pimple Popper.
Yes.
This is huge. I met you with Adam Ray at the Comedy Store, and I was so like, oh my God, there she is. And then you were like, hi, can I get a photo? And I was like,
oh, I'm such a huge fan of yours. And I saw you first on TikTok. And so I didn't know who you were, but I thought you were freaking hilarious. I think you're adorable and raunchy, but awesome raunchy. You're all the things that I cannot be on like social media and in public.
Okay, because you have to still keep the.
I feel like I mean, you know, I can't be like that. I feel like in many ways, like with my patients, they're not going to trust me. I think. Not saying that they wouldn't trust you. I feel like they would trust you.
No, that makes sense. I don't think anyone would actually come to me for medical advice, or they'd be like, "You're just going to talk about your labia." And I'd be like, yes, I probably am.
Yes.
This is great.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And then you said, like, I have a podcast called Steph Infection.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's like perfect. It's meant to be. And so I willed it to happen. I was pretty much pushing myself to come on your podcast.
No. I asked you, and then you're like, here's my number. And I was like, wait, what? And then I got so excited. This is very exciting. Because you're also a big comedy fan.
I am, yes. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. That was huge when I got to go to the comedy club and do that.
Comedy store,
that was comedy store. Oh my gosh, sorry.
No, it is a comedy club. I'm just being. Like, it's the comedy store.
Yes.
And then you go, Adam Ray had you go on, and we should check out that episode of his Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
You got to go on and pop like a fake pimple.
And so I didn't get to watch a lot of it, but my husband was there in the audience. And he said there was this girl that was on before, and she was really raunchy but hilarious. And I was like, oh my God, that's the girl that I love. And I didn't even get to hear her set at all. I didn't even get to see it.
No, that was a weird set. You didn't miss much that day. Yeah, the crowd was scared of me, but
they're scared of you? But I like that.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm okay if I go up like later in the lineup, but I went on first that night, and they were like,
"What?
Yeah, it's too much. They haven't adjusted to being in a comedy club, and then a woman screaming and squatting and yelling and in their face." But this is okay. So you've been doing this for how long?
I've been a dermatologist for 20 years.
Okay.
20 years, yes.
And then
crazy. And then Pimple Popper started in the show started about 2017, but I started to put out Pimples like 2014, like 10 years ago.
Really?
10 years ago, yeah.
You just out of nowhere, like, I'm going to film this.
Out of nowhere, I just thought I would put out a blackhead extraction or something like that. And really like not knowing that there was like a subculture of people that just freaking loved this shit. I had no idea. Do you love this shit? Kind of, or not really?
That's okay. I can do it myself.
Okay, yes.
I can do it to other like family members, my boyfriend, but I can't.
But you don't want to watch it, and you don't want to watch the heavy pops.
No, the heavy pops, I can't. You know what it is? I can do a heavy pop with pus. But when the other stuff comes out,
yes. Hard pops, yes.
That's like a hard pop?
Yes, it's a hard pop. Yeah, but once you start going towards that, it's like all of a sudden you're like in this world, you're like, where the hell did I get? Like you're like just watching, which I don't like about my stuff because I want people to just see my stuff. I feel like my stuff is clean and nice and the least raunchy and like civilized. Like I don't hurt anybody.
It is civilized and you're wearing gloves.
Yeah, yes.
I'm seeing some people with bare fingers in there.
Right.
I'm like, I can't get behind this.
Yes.
Or they're eating ribs before this and they're just smearing around the back. Like I can't.
Or there's beer cans and dogs barking.
It's disgusting. And they're on a trailer park and there's just like 5 people are like, pop a tit. And they're like, No, it's disgusting.
Exactly.
So that's crazy that you were like what is the term for this? The savant of putting this on the online.
I saw it and people were they were either disgusted or they loved it. And either way they were tagging somebody. So I was like, giddy up. I'm just going to keep like freaking putting this on.
Because this is what I think about this kind of stuff to be posted in like my comedy and what you do. People act like they don't like it, but deep down they do.
Yeah.
Deep down there's some sick part of you that likes. Like there's no way anyone's ever watched your video and been like, I've never popped a pimple. Yes, you have.
Yeah.
You've never once looked at a white head and went, I'm going to leave that.
I mean, there's no way it got this popular because nobody likes it.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
Obviously people like it. And I think also like it actually is like a do good thing, you know? Like,
yes.
I mean, you're probably too. You're like, you know, embracing the labia, I guess.
I'm embracing the labia.
Like you're like showing people, you know?
I am,
so it's
yes.
like you're doing good for the community and the world.
Yes. In some weird way,
Yes.
I think I'm helping some people in some strange way. Yeah. Be honest. Is there a certain spicy or romantic or sultry scene in a movie or a TV show or book that you return to again and again? Well, for me, it's obviously the carriage scene from season 3 of Bridgerton. That is, until I found Dipsea. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/Steph. Dipseastories.com/Steph. Friends don't let friends overpay for wireless. Say bye-bye, ta-ta to your overpriced wireless plan and switch to Mint Mobile. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Steph. That's mintmobile.com/Steph. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40G on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. So you started just regular dermatology and then this kind of took off and then...
Yeah. I'm like a surgical dermatologist, so I could do more surgeries more comfortably. And I think that helped because, well, that's what led to like these gigantic pops, which I never really did or was looking for.
Okay.
But that's in my life now because of the show and things like that.
So what was like before the big popping and just like regular...
It was like I do a lot of skin cancer surgery. It sounds so boring. Skin cancer surgery. I do a lot of cosmetic kind of surgery like liposuction and laser resurfacing and like bluffs like eye lifts. And so, yeah, I do cosmetic stuff too.
I just did Kybella.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On my stomach.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yes, I know.
That gets expensive on your stomach.
We've done one round and we're like, now we're on a diet.
Yeah, because there's a lot of area to the stomach.
It's a big area.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because I was looking into lipo.
Yeah. No, I do it under local anesthesia.
Oh,
we could have done this interview while you were doing doing lipo.
Oh my God. I could have got lipo and done just been
you just had to
out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, you wouldn't be with it. You'd be talking to me with your microphone probably.
So this is my question with lipo. How long it takes. Like if I got my stomach done, how long would it take to heal?
Well, I will say a lot of people, some people even go back to work the next day. Depends on what you do. Depends on like how much is involved. You're not talking about like abdominoplasty where you're actually cutting. You're doing liposuction, right?
Okay.
So we do it under local anesthesia, and you can really. I have people that go back to work the next day, but I would say you couldn't do abs like for maybe like 2 weeks. You know, you don't want it. It's just sore.
Yeah, whoa.
But it feels like you've done a million laps.
I think I'm
good.
good.
You're okay, right?
I can wait 2 weeks without doing abs.
Yes.
Don't worry about that. Okay, that's okay. I should have asked you about this first because I didn't know any of this.
Well, we can always talk later.
We can talk later.
Yes.
We can always suck some stuff out of
Yes.
there. We can always remove some. Okay, so you did all that. What about like, so you check for skin cancer and...
Yeah, like skin cancer and skin cancer surgery. So doing like more like like flaps and grafts and things like that, removing it on the face and stuff like that. So that's really what I do. I see a little bit of warts and acne and stuff that is common, like bread and butter dermatology, but I just started doing more medical dermatology again because the show kind of made things a little like too crazy for me. I get people, the television show, Dr. Pimple, that they come from like different like states to see me and they have some gigantic growth. And then I was like, this is not what I went into dermatology for. This is like, let me just take it back to the basics.
Yes.
So I've sort of done that and it's been good. I mean, my favorite people are my old patients who just, they teach me about life. They're cool. They've been through some stuff and, they're just like cool people and they teach you, they give you so much advice and they're not even trying to give you advice, but they give you advice about life.
Okay. That makes sense.
I should ask them about their labia, actually. I never have.
That would be out of nowhere. You're like, you have no skin cancer. How big's your labia?
Yeah.
Can we get
Well, I mean, I should probably take a good look at. I actually have some pictures for you, not of labias, but of like other things. Like, because you asked me to bring in some crazy stories, so I got some stories for you.
I'm ready for the stories.
But I don't know if you can look. I'm
going to look, and we'll see how I react. Okay, it's fun. That's good internet. Clips if I'm barfing over something.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah.
So wait, how did you like before the pimple stuff? Like, how did you get into this? Just as a kid, you just
Oh, you mean Pimple Popper?
Yeah, like
well, I'm not like a Pimple Popper either. I'm not somebody who was like, oh, I want to watch that. Or if somebody has a big blackhead, I wasn't like, I must squeeze it before you leave. I would just say, oh, it's okay. Don't worry. That's nothing to worry about,
Yeah.
But yeah, now I am. I'm like a born again, I say. I'm like a born again popaholic because I've figured out, oh, this is why people like it. And then I realized, okay, this is because I had to learn what it is that people like. Okay. But I just posted and then I saw that this was a thing and I was like, okay, I'm going to keep posting and let's see how big I can grow this bonfire. And then it just went out of control. It exploded.
Were you with your husband before all this?
Yeah, we were married. He's actually a dermatologist.
Oh, okay. Look
and
at
my
this.
Dad's a dermatologist.
Well, runs the family.
Yes.
Real tight-knit thing over here.
Yeah, and my husband, Jeff, he did not know about it for the first few months. Until I actually, because I was putting on YouTube, and that was when you could make some money on YouTube. At least I could, but you couldn't. Yes. We can't do it so much anymore, actually. And then I started telling him because I started to make some money off it. He was like, because at first he's annoyed with me, because I do things I don't know if you do these kind of things. I do things where I have all this stuff that I like to do. I'm kind of like a dorky, crafty person, or I'm always trying to. I can't just watch TV. I have to do multiple things. Okay. And he gets annoyed with it. He's like, "Why can't you just watch TV?"
What are you just sawing logs at the same time? You're
Give me a second. Pretty much. Okay, yeah. I'm making a dollhouse, or I'm creating. I'm bedazzling something. Wow, I'm a stupid, crazy.
Have you ever bedazzled a big pimple around the outside and then popped it?
No, I have not. But we made a snow globe, and we put a bunch of skin tags that I cut off on it. And because it was for our Christmas special, so we cut off all these tags, and then they're like, "Let's put it in a snow globe."
And they saved them and put them in the.
Well, I said you're gonna have to throw this away because it's not like it's mixed in more formaldehead or anything.
No, that's.
But for a moment there was you'd shake it and it would float around.
A skin tag question. Can't you just kind of remove it yourself?
Yeah, you probably could. Okay. Yeah, but it would, if they're big, they're gonna hurt and they're gonna bleed.
Okay.
I mean, you're not gonna bleed out, but
no.
they're gonna hurt.
I've scratched them off.
If you had some, I would have brought
Trust
stuff.
Me,
okay,
they're gone. I do not have.
Good. Okay.
I have no.
You take care
extra,
of those. Okay, I wasn't trying
that's
to.
It.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I got a hemorrhoid and I got a big labia, but everything else everything else is we keep it pretty taut. We keep it taut. If it's a one little tiny thing, but I've had them before and I've used toenail clippers or
people do that. Yeah. It's just that those are the things. It's and if you went a little crazy with it, you could probably hurt yourself, but you could do that with anything, right? So
I have a lump on my head that I've been.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, bump. I thought it was head cancer.
You're one of the hypochondriacs. You go the immediate.
Big time. Yes. But I went in and it's just like a gland thing, I guess. You can remove it. Or just leave it. I'm going to leave it because I tried to pop it.
I'll have to look at that because what are you talking about?
It's just a lump right in the head. You can feel it.
Yeah, but we see tons of lumps in the head. And I bet you it's like a pilar cyst or something.
And then what do you do with that? You cut
just
it out.
Put it and you squeeze it out, and those are actually very awesome to pop.
I tried popping myself.
Well, you can't pop it by yourself. You got to get under there's a really thick area of skin, and then your skull underneath there. You don't want to do that. That
because
you
he
should
said
not
it was
take
going to
care of
remove
yourself.
some hair. He said we might have to remove it. And I was like,
don't remove. I mean, I maybe cut like 5 hairs.
yeah, I don't want the hairs gone. And
No,
bone
I
spot
get it.
right there.
I get it. That's actually
Now
a
I'm
thing
just-
that I think people shouldn't do. And it's a hassle to not do it, but it's especially with us. I think men and women, like, you don't want a freaking crazy bald spot, like a white, you know? Yeah,
That's
it's
why I
not.
was like, I'll keep the long.
Yes, yeah.
So those happen just from like sweaty
We'll take a look
head.
at. No, they just happen from life. They keep us in business, I guess I like to say.
So okay, what do you mean by that's a good one to pop?
Because it's like a garbanzo bean or an olive that comes out. It's like the sac wall is very thick, so it doesn't. A lot of times the pops are great when they come out fully intact, like a little meatball. Like that one, I actually have this one that popped out and it almost fell to the floor, and we caught it. And I always put it to that meatball song, like, and I saw my meatball roll out the door, but because we had to put this stuff to music. But that
To make it
is
look cute and nice.
yes. Well,
Yes.
you want things to be lighthearted because essentially all these sorts of things are not life threatening, and you want to, it's comedy too. Like that's part of it, you know.
That's I think music and anything really just helps it not be so
it
gross.
does.
So that would come out like a little. Now I
Yeah.
want to see that. See,
I
that's
have to
less
touch
gross
it
for me.
now, like to just even because I feel like we could be going in a different direction. I don't
touch
mean like
it?
touch. I'm just touching your head on your head.
You
Yeah,
wanna
can
touch
I
it?
reach it?
Yeah. Okay. Right there.
Yeah, that's a pilar cyst.
It
Most likely.
is?
Wait, let me feel it. Yeah, dude, I could pop that out. That's a small one. And it's like sometimes it's hard to find, but it takes a second. And you'd have a video. It's probably like half of my pinky nail. It's all actually a lot smaller than you feel that it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
but
become
it's
a
like
hole.
a cute little.
I have a cute little
it's so
meatball on my
cute,
head.
Actually, it is. I really think that you would think it's cute. It's like this pristine little pearl white, like.
Should I bring a little pearl thing and put it in there and do like a cute
You
little,
could,
little
yeah.
mermaid situation where it's like my little pearl?
Oh yeah, you probably could.
I have
Yeah,
a full
bring
mermaid
like a
costume.
clamshell.
I'll bring a clamshell.
Yeah.
I'll put it in there and be like, my prize, or I'll dress like Ursula. My
Oh,
prize
that'd be nice,
possession.
yes.
I come in
We
like a
have
full
to
mermaid.
see. We already have times so that we're gonna see each other again.
This is
like,
it.
We're gonna fix it.
Well, now I want that gone. Okay,
yeah,
fine. If it's a nice little cute
you do
little
not have to
pearl,
shave your hair.
I'll
That
put
is
it on a
so
necklace.
small. That is not. Have you seen some of the giant ones? I'm gonna have to show you some pictures.
Okay.
We have had gigantic ones that we've removed.
Okay,
Pilar
let's get in.
cysts, yes.
Let's get into these then. Let's get into this. Let's get into the grosser.
Okay, yes,
stuff.
yes.
The stories. So when you first started, it was just like kind of black. Like,
Yeah, it was like just blackheads and whiteheads are like very easy, like little things. And then because I'm a surgeon, I guess people started to come because I had a pretty popular. I mean, our channel has like 5 billion views. Which
oh
is,
man,
ridiculous!
Holy
yeah. And because people watch them over and over again. It's not like you just watch how to change your tire and then you like watch half of it and then, just to learn something. They have them as bedtime stories. They set them up so that they can watch the same ones over and over again.
Before bed.
Yes,
That's
yes.
wow. Do
Relaxing.
they use it as like? Is
It's
it like a relaxing
relaxing to
thing?
a
They
lot
have
of
it as
people.
like their music. when
It
they're sleeping?
is.
It's like,
It's like I don't know. They especially like people that are nurses or are firemen or police officers. They say that they watch my videos to help them relax. Maybe because their day is so stressful and they sort of deal with like fringe, like crazy stuff.
Yes.
To see one that is so like sort of civilized and like there's a happy ending and
because people are leaving happy and like relieved.
yeah, that's that they're seeing that things are being fixed. I guess.
Have you ever like popped? Sometimes when you pop something and it keeps that long string goes on.
Oh yes.
What's like? Have you ever measured how long? Has one been
I
that
have
long?
one that is the longest. I have so many videos to show you. Oh my gosh. I'm
I
going
am
to just
going
open
to
your world.
throw up.
There is a really long one that we took and it just kept going and going and it stuck to my extractor. So when I picked it off, it was like a noodle hanging down. Blackheads are like snowflakes. There's never one the same. So you don't know like what's going to happen when they come up.
Okay.
And so it's just, they're amazing that way.
And you're wearing full goggles, face mask.
I do if I think something's gonna pop, yeah.
Okay.
I do, yeah. Because I've definitely gotten splash and it feels like acid on you, honestly.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
when it's something it's not supposed to be there, then you just
Yes,
can
and it's
feel it
somebody
burning
else's
a hole. Yes,
liquids on you?
Liquids, it's
Have
just
you ever
not.
got it
Yeah.
in your
Even if you
eye-
get spit or it's like bird shit coming
Yeah,
on you.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're like, oh my God, get
I
this
feel like-
off of me.
I feel like a pearly pus from somebody else's scalp would
Yeah,
be much worse
it's
than bird shit for some
warm.
reason. I don't
That's
know why.
also the thing.
It's
when you
warm.
Feel, well, just because
Ew, I guess it's been sitting in there. Has it ever come out like
Yes.
hot? One time a guy jizzed on me and it came out and it was like hot. Is it
Yeah,
like
I would
that?
think. No, it doesn't burn you though.
It wasn't like it was
that
like,
burn you?
It felt like it did. I have a scar.
Yes.
That's gross.
Yeah. Well, there's worse things. I mean, diarrhea on you would not be good.
I don't know. I think I might rather diarrhea than a big pussy. Okay, so what's the grossest blackhead you've ever popped? Have you ever popped anything and you've been like, ugh? Has that ever happened?
No, because I've essentially trained. I mean, like you mentally train yourself. Like you can't do that for people. That's like the biggest faux pas. If I were to say this is disgusting or this, even if it smells, like you don't acknowledge it, you pretend that
what are we
it
talking
doesn't.
smell-wise?
Well, I've wanted to create a scratch and sniff of like, I actually wanted to create a candle just like the vagina one. This smells like my cyst. Just so that people kind of know, but it'll probably smell like peonies or something like that. I'll make it smell good, actually. But
no, I think there's a market there.
Yes.
Pus, pearl, blackhead.
It's funny, yes, or like a scratch and sniff. This smells like a cyst or something. But it's one of my girls that I work with, she probably described it best. She said she used to work at like a Sam's warehouse, and she's like Costco.
Yes.
And she said that one time this whole pallet of cream of chicken soup came back and was all spoiled. And she said, she said one of them broke, some of them broke open when they fell, and she said, yeah, it smells like that. It smells like
chicken soup spoiled.
Yeah,
That's
smells
rough.
like. It smells like skin, because what that is in there, it's not, well, if it's not infected, okay, it's just skin that has been sweating in your body and stuck in a sack under your skin, like you've been storing it.
Yeah, okay.
It's like toe jam that's been stored there, like you haven't washed your feet, like the jam in your toe, like for years and years, because it could be there for 10 years, right? That's what it smells. And someone who's sweatier, probably you can smell it more because it mixed with sweat.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Like
So
a
these
pungent,
people-
cheesy.
She got cheese curd coming out, but it's spoiled.
Yeah, something like that.
When people are coming in with these that are like 10 years old, how does it get to that? They simply are just unhygienic, or they're just not noticing it?
Sometimes they don't really, sometimes you can't reach it. Like an older person, they might not be able to reach it or see it to be able to know what this is.
Yeah. Like ones that are on people's faces. Like how does that?
I think it's multiple things. It's like you're embarrassed of it, but you're also scared maybe of doctor. Not like you don't go in the minute you got like a little bump on your head,
a small
something like that. Yeah. So like I'm the opposite. I'm like, maybe it'll go away tomorrow. I'm probably more of that kind of person. Like tomorrow it might be better. Like that kind of thing.
I'm like, tomorrow I'm dead, so I have to go in right now.
Yes. You're like the pessimist. I'm like the optimist when it comes to these things. Or they don't have the money, or they don't have insurance, or they don't have the time. So I don't fault them.
No, I'm not faulting anybody. I'm just like, I guess because I'm so picky.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a little free time and you got something, you're like, I'm going in. But somebody else that doesn't have free time, they're like, I need to go do this or spend, go to the beach or like go find another job or something. But this is like part of your job in life.
I can't have a big blackhead on my face. Yeah. I see some people sometimes and I want to like tell them. Do you ever see something on the street and you're like, you should?
I think I'm like a lot of dermatologists. We probably wouldn't say anything unless we thought it was something life-threatening.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna say something on the street like blackhead.
No, I can't say that.
You've never
That'd
like,
be rude.
like gagged over one, like a smell one?
No, but I definitely if it's infected, then it can smell bad because it's like bacteria is involved and stuff like that. So like that can be bad, or it's green, or it's oozy, and it gets all but like like if it's infected with Steph Infection, that kind of thing.
A little bit of my podcast is in there. There's a big problem.
Yeah, but it is. But otherwise, I forgot what I was talking about. But like, they're gross. I don't know.
Okay, no, because I was see the grossest. Yeah, what's like the grossest one you've ever? Do you remember one that just was like something you left thinking about? Do you ever leave? Do you take this home with you? You're like,
no, but like the show, like I have had some big ones that we did. I couldn't get all the stuff out of it, like this big, and I was like, I actually sterilized a spoon, so we spooned some of it out. Yes, you would enjoy this
teaspoon
show.
or like
no, it's like a tablespoon.
Ladle. Okay,
No,
just
it's like
the
in between.
soup ladle?
No, that would be
Jesus
terrible.
Christ.
No, but I don't think that patient was. It was part of the story, and he didn't. He was like, I can't believe she's using a spoon, but it was sterile. It was a steel.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That seems like I feel like
It's
people
not
use
like
spoons for
I'm going to
worse.
use it to eat a meal
if
either.
they
or
did a
something.
cut where a cut
Yes.
to you eating a
Yeah,
bowl
soup
of
or something.
cream of chicken soup,
Yes, that would be gross. Yes.
Smells familiar.
Yes.
Okay. Well, do I want to see? I want to see a video now. Which?
I mean, I have
Okay.
videos, but like I have gross things too.
Yeah, so what's- okay,
wait,
let's-
First of all, you don't
you
even want to
just-
see this phone. This phone's messed up. You'll see.
Is this your work
This
phone?
is my work phone. Yeah, I just have like a ton. It goes on and on and on.
So this is just the pimple phone.
This is my main pimple phone. Yes,
Okay.
I got pimples everywhere. Yes,
got pimples
pretty much,
everywhere,
yes. I mean, I
just-
got like 10 years of it. So yeah.
Do you have like
got
people
a
ever
lot
like
of
send you
content.
like photos like framed and like remember this one? Put this on your wall.
No, I don't think so. And I actually, what's sad is that I don't always remember all of them. But you
That's
know, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
What's sad is that you
I know
want to
that
remember
is
them all?
really sad. Yes. Yeah, it is sad. I feel like every one of them deserves to be remembered. But
Do you
at this
ever
point,
say a little like,
it's too much.
"Bye, I'll miss you."
Yeah, actually, there are some special ones. There are.
You give
They're
a little
like
service?
amazing. There are ones that you see that are like, that was a freaking good one. Like
Okay.
it was just.
Do you have favorite ones you popped?
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with the patient though too. The patients could be like amazing people and tell you amazing stories, or just be like an amazing character. You know what I mean?
And that
like
really
it's a
adds to
whole.
the pop.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Looking for a little extra spice in your life? Well, I recently started listening to romance audiobooks on the Dipsea app. Well, mucking about. I'm at Trader Joe's. I'm doing hikes. I'm walking the dog. And I'm listening to some pretty spicy stuff. Grocery shopping with a rugged Scottish sailor? I mean, it makes it much better. In my ear is a totally different experience. Dipsea is the female-founded app for spicy audiobooks and more. Created by women, for women. Their app has over 1,000 spicy audiobooks, all crafted by a team of professional writers and top-tier narrators. Whether you're looking for a rugged cowboy or a Scottish sailor, fae royalty or the god of the underworld, you'll find characters you love on Dipsea. With their easy-to-explore app, you can search your favorite romance genres like contemporary, historical, dark, sports, western, sapphic, and more. New chapters are released every week, so you'll always find something new to enjoy. Look, I've been trying to read books a lot more recently, but who has the time to open up a stinky old book and touch sticky pages that are all stuck together? Who's been reading these? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. So I've been listening to Dipsea while I'm walking around town, running errands, hiking, driving, a lot of time, especially in Los Angeles in that car, listening to some pretty spicy, pretty sexy stuff. If you're a big book reader or you're trying to do something new and you don't want to watch so many nudie videos, per se, online, maybe try something new. Try Dipsea. Give it a whirl. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. dipseastories.com/Steph. You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a song that you bump on repeat and have to share it with all your friends so they can experience just how awesome it is? That's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal. There's no way you can keep it to yourself. Look, I was paying $173 a month for T-Mobile. Make that make sense to me. For what, for who? I can't even open my Instagram sometimes. I'm on Mint Mobile paying $15 a month. Do you know how cheap that is? That's less than a foot-long sub. A foot-long meatball sub costs more these days than Mint Mobile's monthly plan. Switch it up. Tell everybody, let's save money. You can spend that money on other stuff. Like, maybe buying me a little present or, buying 2 foot-long subs. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your squad with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along and all your contacts. Ditch the overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for $15 a month.
To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Steph. That's mintmobile.com/Steph. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Steph. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speeds slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions may apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
So what stories did you prepare for me?
I have things. I wasn't going to bring that out to the end, like when you said like some of the grossest thing, because it can go straight to gross. I mean, I will have to. I'm going to search here. I don't really have anything. Well, I mean, because I don't know what you've seen. Like, you know, we do a bunch of things like rhinophyma. You know.
Okay,
which is
let me hold this up. So let me. Okay, because I get in trouble from the viewers when I don't hold things up to the camera.
Okay. Yeah, that's rhinophyma.
So what is It's hard for me to look at that. That's two balls on that guy's nose.
Yeah, I wish I had the after right here.
What is that? How? What is that?
That is rhinophyma. That is a condition, a severe form of rosacea, which a lot of people know about. That's the redness in your face.
I have rosacea.
Doesn't mean. No, I saw her face change as I said that. That's why
I already have a big nose. If that goes on my fucking nose too, we have big problems.
Yeah.
That happens from rosacea.
It does, but more likely men also, and I've had women, but not to that extent.
Okay.
And it's an extreme form. It's not that common.
Can you clear that up?
Really,
how am I supposed to be clearing up rosacea? Now
I took that off. We took it off, but we had to do it like surgically. You have to use this cautery loop that is essentially like a hot knife and butter. Like you essentially like it just cuts it off, like you slice it off essentially,
and
you resculpt the nose.
You resculpt the nose.
Yes, yeah. I mean, there is a scar, but like it's much better than it was. Like a lot of times it's undetectable. Especially because the whiter your skin is, the less you see that. You know, if you have darker skin, you can see a little difference there.
No,
you're going to be okay. I don't see any sign of that on you.
No,
your skin
I do have
looks
rosacea
fabulous.
though.
Yes.
No, I do have rosacea, but
Okay.
I'm wearing
A lot of people have rosacea.
I've been using lavender and aloe vera and mixing it up and putting it on. That's not good. Okay.
Yeah. If you like it,
come
go
in and
for
talk to you
it.
for
Yeah.
no,
If
I
you like
don't.
it,
Nothing's
yes.
working, so I need to come in.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you should. If you have
pop my pearl.
I mean, do you have more redness or like do you get
redness
bumps?
and bumps.
Redness.
Combo.
Yeah. I mean, bumps. Well, first of all, did you know that rosacea is likely caused by a mite that lives in our skin? Have you ever seen this mite? Yeah, I should show this. Oh my God, you and I.
Why did I bring you on the podcast?
Conversations. Let me show you what this mite looks like.
I thought it was like related to gut health and stress and drinking and hot sauce.
No, actually, those are all the myths. Well, no, hot sauce can trigger it to get worse. Yeah, this mite. This is the mite. Like it looks. You can scan those.
Okay,
this is a mite that lives on our skin.
There's a mite. I hate this.
And this mite, I think
fucking
we react.
hate this.
Yeah,
so
I think
much.
we react to the poop that it creates. Like so.
So I have
like,
poop. I have poop face.
We all do. We all do.
Everybody
but like
okay.
Some people react to it more, and you have so we actually give people anti-mite, anti-parasitic creams now. Like there's one brand name called Soolantra, or it's ivermectin. You've heard of ivermectin.
Yes,
We've all heard of ivermectin, which can help to kill off like mites in our skin and people. So there's a cream form of that.
So how is it? Because I touch my face too much, like, or is it everyone just has these mites?
We all have them. In fact, you can sometimes get them. You can sometimes isolate them and look at them under the microscope. You just put like some Scotch tape on somebody and you pull it off, and then you can sort of see.
Coming in and you're miting my face off.
All right, we have to. Well, you can get that cream. We can get you that cream.
Get the cream.
Yeah,
kill
take
the
off
mites.
the cyst. Yes.
I'm never sleeping again.
Oh no, you okay? They live with us. They live on us.
Our whole body,
and they're actually really
vagina,
cute.
or just
There are
the
way
face?
worse things to see. Like, have you ever seen like crab lice that hang out? Oh, I have a whole world to show you.
Okay.
A crab lice that hang out on people's eyelashes sometimes, and they actually they look like crabs, and they look like they're swinging. They like hold on to your eyelashes.
Why are they there? How are they? How can't we get rid of these things?
They're just part of like the world.
They're just roaming around. They're
we're like
on,
the people. We're like the dominant. We're like the ones they want to be a part of.
This is sick.
Yeah.
We have face mites, crab
Yes.
lashes.
We don't really need to talk about stuff that goes on.
That's
down
what I was
there.
going to ask you. Is there mites down there?
Well, that's the crab louse. Like that's the louse they lick to live in the pubic area. And so pubic lice.
Well, guess what? I don't have any pubes. So guess what? We're keeping those away.
Well, okay, that'll help probably.
Those are
That'll
staying
help, yes.
away
Okay,
now. I'm never coming back again. lasered off at this point. Lasered off my
really?
mites.
That's good.
No, I've
That's-
been
Yeah.
Sugaring.
Oh, okay.
Ingrown hair situation.
Yes. Oh, okay.
The mites must love that.
Well, if you pluck out, actually, like with ingrown hairs, like if you pluck out the hairs, that actually can increase your chance of getting ingrown hairs. Because if you pull, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be. I'm like all serious. All of a
No,
sudden
I
coming in there.
need to hear all of this.
Because if you pull a hair out at the root, right, when you pull it out underneath, it has to grow back again a little bit. And oftentimes, because those hairs are curlier, they will turn under. And that's when you can get like an ingrown hair, right? So the best thing to do is actually trim. While it's a little bit, it's a little bit pushed out from the surface of the skin.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to curl under.
I simply don't want it to curl under.
But you want to use like, antibiotic lotions and things like that, and glycolic acid, stuff like that. No lavender there. I mean, lavender might smell nice, I suppose, but... I got a lot of work to do here. Okay, let's. I just take. Yeah, should I look at more stuff?
Yes,
okay.
I want to see
then
the gross stuff.
I haven't even. Well, you gotta ask me.
I have a mic face. This is a lot to take in right now.
I mean, I probably have some things you can see squeezed out. Like if you want.
Let me see a light.
Do you think
squeeze.
you can?
Let's take a peek at a light, and then whatever these ones are, you'll send them to me, and then I'll post them on my podcast so people don't.
All right, I gotta find an easy one for you then, and
Give
that
me a
might
light
take
one.
me.
Just a light.
I gotta go back to my
second.
basics, and
we're talking like where are the best ones usually? The nose.
The nose and the ears are the best blackheads. Yeah, the ears have the same oily makeup as
Inside
like
or
the
the
nose.
outside?
That like the external, like right on the inside, not like going all the way inside, but like right here, like at the.
Okay.
That
Check
is
your ears, people. Check
yeah,
the
that
ears
is
for
probably one of the
blackheads.
better places to have it. Oh gosh, you
can't
want
see
like
them.
a really basic. I should have pulled some of those for you.
How many
because
videos do you have on?
I
of
have
this?
a cajillion. Like it's
The
not
fact that
even
you have just a
fooling
pimple
around.
phone designated just this is
Yeah, so I
wacky
don't
stuff.
right, and I don't have it all queued up for like. But I
it
should
doesn't
have
need to be
brought. I
queued
should have
up.
brought a
whatever
simple
one
extraction
you
for
have there. I'll look at it. Let's just give
Okay,
me.
I'll just go back to like something I did last week then. Like
Give me a random one. Yeah. Let's
I mean,
see
there
how
was an
much I can
armpit
take
that
this.
I extracted.
Yeah, let's try an
but it's
armpit.
a pretty big. This is like a medium kind of pop.
Okay.
It's not like
it's the oozing ones that I can't handle.
It's
love to
not
see a
oozing,
pearl.
but I'm
Okay.
squeezing it, and it like kind of goes inside out, like it's
Let me try
this
it.
is-
Let me.
okay.
Who do I drink before or after this? I mean,
I think during the whole thing.
let me get a little wet the whistle here because sometimes I can get a little gaggy.
Oh shoot! You better not throw up on me.
I'm not gonna throw up, but I might.
Shit, where did that go? I lost it. Well, you might
Armpit
like
ones are fun. I like an armpit
they-
one because they sometimes
They
don't
they're
go away.
fun. Oh, this is an armpit one though. This is a like
Okay,
like
let's just
right
see.
here.
Okay, back
like the
leg,
butt.
ass, butt leg. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get big ass skin tags too that are like. I mean. And those happen mostly in men, I will say.
Skin
and they
tags.
can, to get that big, we've got ones that are like squash balls or like they're like.
Yes, I
Yeah,
had
I
a
gotta
disgusting
find-
ex, and he had a huge one right by his dick, and it made me fucking sick, like Gonzo's nose hanging off. And I was
Yeah,
like, why would
so
you? Keep
why
that
does
there?
right?
It's repugnant.
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna like this.
If you're doing that reaction, there's no way.
I'm fine with it, but
Okay,
I
let's
would
see.
feel
Let me-
like
let me
this
try
is
it.
not. This is not.
Here we go.
Okay, you
We're
just have
trying
to
it.
press play.
Okay, we're pressing.
It's on the inner. It's like right here in the leg.
Did you draw? What is that?
I already made an opening. And
Okay,
now
because
I'm
it
gonna
looks like you drew
squeeze
two
it.
eyes and a mouth on it, and
Yeah,
it's
they
making me
do.
sick.
And then I squeezed it, and then you're gonna see it squeeze out.
Okay, can we see this, Aaron? Can we see this on the camera? As long as we can see
Well,
it together.
I don't know.
Let's see if we can
It
see it
looks like
together.
okay, you can show it in a little small screen.
I'll show this. You know what? I don't think I can do it. No, I don't think I can do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what? I thought I could. What?
That one is gonna be gross
color?
because it
What
looks
color
like
is the pus?
it
Why
looks like
is it-
oatmeal.
Yeah. Why is it that color?
Because we have pigment in our. Just
that was a bad one to show me. Maybe I need a
wasn't-
classic.
I could show you way worse than
I need
that.
a classic.
All right, I'm gonna have to search for
God.
one. But there are ones that
I had
are
oatmeal for
really,
breakfast.
really cute.
I'm like,
There are
is this
some
what I have
that
for
are
breakfast?
very, very cute.
That looks exactly
that are-
what
all right,
oatmeal
I'm gonna
protein
go
butter
onto
had.
my Instagram
Ooh,
and find
okay.
it.
Yeah, maybe a more.
Sometimes
I
they
feel
look like
fake.
wet newspaper. They look like food all the time.
What about a stringy one? I think I can do a stringy one.
Okay,
I'll
I'll pull up for you later.
Okay, so
I'll
let's
pull
get
some up for you.
into
Okay.
the gross stories.
Oh, you still want more? You're still coming back for more. Okay.
Like what's okay? So I'm trying to think of like what's the worst.
I've been in situations that, like, my first. When I was a medical student, my first rotation in surgery, I was like super excited about. And I think my very first surgery was this guy. We were going to do a colonoscopy, like in the OR. And so I was super excited about this, colonoscopy. I knew that they'd have a camera that they show you and you watch it on the big screen, and I was just going to be watching whatever. So we're in there and you see this camera and you see them going into the butt, and there was just a wall of shit. Like it was like you see a circle and it's just a wall. Like it's like watching a movie. It's like watching a movie, and you're like, oh my god, there's because you're supposed to have like an enema, or you're supposed to have like something, go lightly or whatever you take to like flush out everything if you had a colonoscopy. He had apparently a seizure problem, so he has anti-seizure meds, and they make you super constipated. So I guess he tried, but it didn't work. I don't know, but there was a wall. And so, and it's so funny because this little hose has a camera, but also has like a spray nozzle. So like, let's see if we can spray it. So you're watching like a little, like a hose, like go and try to blow it all away, and it didn't move at all. And this is like my life.
Is this guy under? This guy's under.
He's under.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And when you're under too, they have to, when you're under and you get like a hernia repair or hemorrhoid repair, they tape your butt cheeks to the. I don't know if they still do it, but they take your butt cheeks and they tape them down to the bed.
What kind of tape are they using here? Duct tape?
I mean, yeah, probably serious tape because you don't feel.
You're not using Scotch tape. That's not going to hold on. to my ass here.
It's gonna have to grip. But anyway,
just one piece. This sounds so
two.
comical.
You're on your tummy.
No, but I mean like just one piece on each cheek.
I don't know. Maybe you might need two. I don't know.
It feels like you need a lot to hold.
I mean, you
open.
probably have a very firm. Yeah, like it's tight. It's taut.
Well,
it stays.
You can say that. It's, okay. So we're
doesn't
opening.
Flop to the side. Anyway. So like, I don't know. I was like my first time there, and I was super excited and gung ho to do anything. But they were like, "So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to quit the case, or else is anybody's hand small enough to like go in and clean this out?" And I was like, "I'll do it."
Wow, you volunteered.
Yeah,
like, I'll be the ass.
But the nurses
grabber.
were pissed because they were like, "What?" Because the stank up the whole. I had have you ever been to Drake's, the store that used to be around here, the sex toy store? It used to be like on Hollywood Boulevard. It was a long time ago. Anyway, I remember once I went in there and I had flashbacks of this because they had like this whole row of. But I was going with my girlfriend, and we were just fooling around. Sure. And there was a whole area of butt plugs, and there was one called the Hand of Adonis that was
it's a full, yeah.
I had my hand like that. It was like that.
Oh, so you mimicked it. So that was
that was
thing
me.
You were in there.
That was me in real life. Yes. Because it's all you're asleep.
But isn't it like all do?
Oh,
like
it's the end part. So
okay, so
I don't know. I mean, I haven't done that since then. I didn't remember turning any corners.
Okay,
so.
no. Yeah, I think you'd remembered a hard left.
Yes.
So you're right in.
Yeah, and I just scooping shit out.
And
it was
one
stinky because it was like a wall, and then the nurses were like, because they had the whole OR, like multiple, like whole place stank.
Oh,
so yeah, that was probably pretty bad.
And you were not gross.
I had gloves. Well,
I would if you said you didn't have gloves. I'd be like, get the hell out of here right now. And I had my bare hands, and I lost a nail inside of them. Maybe that helped with the wall. That would be crazy.
Terrible. Yes.
Do you get your nails done, or you have them?
Yeah, but they're grown out. Yes, I have to because now people see my hands and I don't want to. Like they're like, "What the hell's wrong with her?" The things when you're on
I just
social
picture if you had like really long, fake, crazy nails, and you're like,
"No, I can't do that." Yeah, like a little. You could have like a shit shovel.
You have a little spoon,
like
nails.
A little novel. Yeah.
Okay, that is probably one of the grossest.
Yeah,
things.
That's a pretty gross story. Yeah. Yes.
What about if you have never had any medical stuff yourself? You've had to like. Perfect specimen.
No, I'm not a perfect specimen. But like I haven't had but I'm also different than you. Like I don't go in for every single freaking thing. My husband does that too. Like he drives me crazy because like you guys are like the minute something's there, like that thing would have had to grow 10 times the size before I was like,
Well, I've had this for about 10 years.
Yeah, but like
I just got looked at.
It's very small. It's very small.
Okay.
Like that thing is like nothing really.
Okay.
That takes a second to do. That'd be easy. Yes.
And so I didn't really go back on the skin tag thing. You how did you have so many of them? You just kept so many. You had that many come in.
He has a lot of skin tag. Well, sometimes
that was one person.
Some people, I have people with like freaking 50 of them on one arm like that. Yes, they're just they're like hanging down.
I have friends who have on their eyelids.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
they
those
should get rid. Those are easy too to get rid of. Yeah,
they should get rid of those.
Oh, I feel like there's a treasure trove with you and your friends. Like,
Because the thing is, there's a lot of gross male comedians that just don't want to get stuff looked at,
right.
or
they don't care about it.
They
Yeah,
don't
there's
notice.
more important things in their life.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
My boyfriend now has 0 and nothing like that. I found one dark hair on his back last night, and I pulled it out, and I was like, it was satisfying for a second, but I'm like, that's all I get?
Yeah.
One singular dark hair on your
Just
back?
rub him in lard or something. Put some lotion
When
on
he's
his
sleeping,
back,
I'm
but
like,
he's lard.
yeah, you want some of this oil, and it's Kerrygold butter. I'm just
Yes.
massaging it in. That's crazy.
That would help. That would help. But you don't like, you don't really like that stuff. So
No.
you like him being nice and clean.
I do. My mom, I've talked about this before. My mom has one on her back, like a blackhead, that
Keeps on giving kind of thing.
keeps on giving.
Yeah.
It's on her like bra line that I start. So I was at the cottage 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, is it still there? And she's like, 'cause she said it was cancer. I'm like, it's not cancer. I can see it's a blackhead. I'm no doctor,
Yes, right,
but
right.
I'm
Yes,
looking at a
yeah,
blackhead.
yes.
So I'll start doing it, and then some of the pus will come out. And it's really hard. You have to really, you're pushing a lot, and then I get grossed out. So my dad has to tag in. And then my dad's like, it's a fucking, my parents are going to be so pissed. It's a family. And then my sister's on the other side just repulsed. She's like, fucking stop. This is disgusting. We're
this
outside.
is like a whole, you could see that. This is like, this goes on.
It's okay.
This
I
goes
guess my question
viral.
is,
Let me just tell you.
my parents would fucking kill me if I posted this. But when you're doing that, like, she's like, it's starting to hurt, so she can't do it anymore. Well, how do you know when it's all out?
Well, I feel like what you're talking about might be a little cyst and not a blackhead.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's more to it, and
Yes.
because there's a sac in there.
There's a sac.
And if you don't remove the sac, like it'll keep coming because it's like shedding. It's almost like your skin, as we normally like shed in our lifetime, like just every day. Now it's shedding into a little sac, so it's getting trapped under there. So that's why it's all like wet skin cells that are stuck in there. So if you don't take out that sac, you're just kind of squeezing stuff out of it, and then it can, and then it's just gonna fill up again, And the thing I warn you against is like trying to do that too much because sometimes that can cause. Maybe the sac can break under the skin, or you can get a little infection, and then if it gets infected and becomes an abscess, like that hurts. That's like really painful and swollen, and then it liquefies, and then it oozes, and it's just a big old mess.
So you have to go in, get it sliced open. So do you always do a little pre-slice to really get in there?
I numb it, and then we do like you open that little. It's called a punctum, the little opening there, and you just open it a little more so you can get it out, and then you look for the sac and you pull the sac out.
You look for the sac.
Yeah, of course.
When you pull the sac out, like
looking for the sac.
tweezers, what do you?
Yeah, those sacs can tear easy. That's why I said your one out here is good because that's a thick sac. It's got a thick
I have a
sac.
thick sac
You
on my
do
head.
on
I
your
don't want to
head.
brag, but
Yes.
I have a thick sac
It
on my
is.
head.
It's highly coveted.
Can we put two little
coveted sac.
tiny googly eyes on it and a little mouth when you cut it, so it looks like you're cutting into a little sac head?
Probably, but it's very small. It's not as. I don't think you
No,
can
I'm
even
getting
get a
cocky.
googly on it. Sorry. I think you have to get a Sharpie marker or something, undo it. Yes.
We're doing something weird.
Yes.
with it.
Okay.
How many?
So
have you
your
had
parents don't like pimple popping either.
They-
There's nobody in your family that is into it.
Not really.
Okay.
I think I was like the main one.
Oh, okay. But
And
you're
then
not
I'd get-
even. Yes.
I can
You're the
kind of
closest.
do it.
Because you wanted to do it.
Well, this is the thing. I told this before too, but my grandma had this like hole in her back that would collect stuff, and I'd like pop it out, and then
Okay.
it'd be like nothing, like just black.
Right.
It's like a blackhead, I guess, but it didn't go. Just,
Right.
It kind
There's
of
nothing.
stopped.
It's just yes.
And then I have like a little hole like that on my head, tiny, and my mom also has one on her back, and I was like, why is this what I get from my fucking
yes,
mother?
that's a dilated pore. See, that's just a dilated pore
Dilated
that it's sort of
pore.
open and you can fill stuff in it, but
Yes.
it's not enough to there's
Okay.
not enough area to collect. And also sometimes if we have a little pigment in our skin, like darker complected people, it can stain the edge of it, so it'll look like it always has a blackhead in it, but it's like the skin that's like
That's
pigmented.
what this was,
and you
okay.
try to squeeze and nothing comes out.
Okay. Oh, no,
because
this
it's
comes
like
out.
colored a little bit,
Okay,
Yes.
that's why. So when you're, how many? What's like the most you've taken off of one person?
I mean, a good amount of. I mean, I tell people like they're all of them are romantic because they always leave parts of themselves with us, like they leave pieces. But like, yeah, some people like
100 skin tags on one person. Like, is that?
that it takes a long time to do that.
Yeah.
I usually will do like some people can have 100 skin tags, but I'll usually say like I'm doing your left armpit today, and then next week we'll do your right one.
Okay.
Because it just takes two. I sort of have ADD. I feel like I can't do something for really long. Like people who talk about like doing surgeries for like 10 hours, I would die. I would die doing that. So like I like things like quick and then
Yeah.
I'm
How
done.
long do these take? You're in there. You're numbing it.
I don't think I could do that for like more than half an hour tops. Like
Okay.
I want to move on to the next thing. Like, you know,
Have you ever, when you first started, like had a miss,
a tag?
like or a miss, like you're popping something and you like the little
No,
oopsie, slicey.
no. Thank God I haven't.
And now you have no eyelid. It's in
that
two
would be
pieces.
bad. Yes, yes.
Because that would freak me out. I have a
Yes.
big eyeball problem.
Yeah, I know people that do.
Have you
yes.
ever had like anything close to the eye, like
Yeah, we do.
blackhead?
Yeah, when you do a lower, I used to do lower eye lifts too, and you have to numb on the inside, so you like lift your skin up, and I stick the needle underneath.
Underneath?
Yeah, like
I'm never
I'm
gonna
above
know.
your head, and you stick it like underneath.
Oh,
like,
are they awake?
yeah, you're awake.
Oh
for-
my! How do you not? No.
Yeah, and then
No.
like also laser resurfacing, we have to use metal shields, and you stick them in your eye. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I
That's
don't do
worse
those
than that pimple I just saw. That's
right,
definitely
yeah,
worse.
Yeah, the eyes are a thing to some people, yes. So we'll probably give you a little Xanny or like a little.
I
like
would
a
need
little,
to be completely
laughing
out
gas or
with my
something.
eyelids taped like my asshole.
Yeah,
Two pieces
yes.
of tape, lids
No,
taped back,
we
I'm
don't tape
out.
you back. No, but usually people are chatting. We try to relax. That's the thing. That's like a skill for a dermatologist to have too, because a lot of times we deal with local anesthesia only.
Yes.
So we have to be able to talk to you at the same time.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
distract you and make sure that you're relaxed and that you are alive and breathing. And we know that when because you're talking to me.
I hope so, yes.
You know.
But you see, yeah, my dermatologist guy that I was going to, you're my new one now, was nice. I was having a laugh with him.
Yes. Yeah.
Very nice
Yeah.
guy, good skin. You need to go to say, I would trust you because you have good skin and you're
thank you, but
hygienic.
you have great
I'm
skin,
not
too.
going to.
I saw you checking out my nails. That's why
I
you're
check
checking
everything out.
everything, yes.
I'm looking at everything. Everything's. But I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, I had a doctor when I was really young, and she was so disgusting. She was disheveled, and her hands were so big and weird, and her
Yeah.
desk was like covered with schmutz. And I was like, "There's a macaroni and cheese on your desk. I can't have you
Yeah.
looking at my vagina. What
Yeah.
are you doing down there? It's sick."
Yes.
You need to be the part.
I get it. Yes.
that's why I feel
yeah.
like,
you're
you
a
know.
certain type. I see that now. Like I get it.
I
you have issues, but
I have issues. I'm finally going to therapy this week, everybody. I need it. I've been going crazy.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
no.
good though. It's all good.
It is
You have like
good.
you want to have control over things, and you know.
Yeah. I
Yes,
feel like
you have
I've
certain
lost
things you
control
gotta.
recently.
Oh,
But
yeah?
yeah. I had a bad breakup, and I realized I didn't go to therapy for that. And now I'm bringing those triggers into the new relationship,
wow.
and then it's not fair to him, and I'm getting angry and
I've
very
never
jealous
been,
and
I've
crazy.
never been to therapy, and I always wonder. Like, I feel like that's weird because I feel like everybody in this town has been to therapy. Like, I don't know if I want to do stuff like that. I don't know if
I don't
have to
know.
try to figure it out on my own or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good. It's good to talk to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think it's great.
But you probably are in
stressful.
a good place where
No,
you're
I
not.
don't. No, not necessarily. But
You seem put together and calm, and you're not
you know, just
spiraling
day
out
by
and crying
day.
for weeks.
Yeah. Aw.
No, it's fine.
Yes,
We'll get
yeah.
past it. You're like sad for me. I'm
you
like,
use it.
it's
Use it for your
fine.
positive. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
Okay,
We just need
okay.
to not be. There's a lot of stresses going
Right.
on.
I mean, I'm
And now
fascinated with you. Like, what? Like, how do you do this? Like, I think what you do is so badass and like really hard. Like, it's really hard to do that kind of stuff, and you have to really love it and want to do it.
Yeah, that's
and
I
the
think.
thing.
I think that is the
a calling,
main
like-
thing is you have to really fucking want it, and not for like. I never
Dumb
wanted
reasons.
it. Yes, I never wanted to
Right.
be like a famous person.
Right.
I just wanted to make this a living off this, and
Yeah.
that's I never was like I need to be like fucking
Right.
whatever. Jerry Seinfeld, bad example, but I'm like Bill
Right. I know what
Bill
you're
Burr. No, I love Bill. He's so nice. I'm like Bill. I never wanted to be. I didn't care about that.
Right.
And now I think I also this is just the one thing that I would do that came natural to me. So I'm lucky enough
That's
that I got
cool.
to make that a
Yeah.
career. Because
Yeah.
otherwise I was like, I don't know what else I'd be doing.
You feel like you're not being yourself. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
feeling you're like you're being your person. You know.
Yeah, I forget that I feel like last night I went to see a play with my boyfriend, and I was like watching some of the actors were hard to watch, but I was like watching thinking like, oh, there's so many actors out there, there's so many comedians. I should be more thankful for how I'm doing and how
Right.
I've like got this avenue to like
Right.
you know be myself, and people see me, and you know I'm one of the lucky ones. So I think that's
Right.
like you see me on TikTok.
Yes.
TikTok's helped a little bit, even though I'm shadow
Yes,
banned on there right now.
it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool when I saw you, and I just feel like you're funny, and you're unapologetic about it, and that's cool.
You have to be, yeah. You have to be. Not everyone loves it, but
Well, it's tough. I feel like it's just.
do you
so
get
tough.
trolled?
I don't really get trolled, honestly. I feel very lucky in that way. And I think it has to do with the fact that a couple things. I think it has to do with the fact that I do like good things for people, and like it would be really mean to troll me. Like, and I don't troll people.
No,
like,
I didn't think you would. Yeah, there's no.
But like, if I did that, then they would do it right back to me.
No, but
like,
what would you be trolling about? So
well, if somebody talks shit to me, I don't talk shit back. I just like leave it alone. Like I don't need to start anything.
No.
One time I got close to being canceled, and I was like I shouldn't even bring it up because I don't even need to like bring this up again. But like nurses got mad at me for something I said.
Okay, no,
you know,
that's
But whatever, it is.
Everyone's
what it is.
Gonna be mad about something for no reason.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just the way I just try to put out goodness. You just try to put out goodness. I do in my public persona, and I try to keep my private life private. Sometimes I feel like I should, because I feel like I feel like it'd be fun for them to see my girlfriends and how wild they are and how fun we are and how crazy we are. But like also that comes with something else, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Because I do think like you probably, the things that you say and stuff, it can come with like the negative because people feel like you can go that far, then they can go that far in a way, you know?
And because I am so open and honest and stuff online, like I'm everything. My relationship, my family, everything is so open. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, fuck, should I have kept a bit of that back? Like this, I'm like always so open about all my issues. Like I mentioned how I have like a jealousy problem, and people have been DMing me like, talk more about that. I'm like, I probably shouldn't even brought that up because it's really like emotional to me, and I'm like trying to work through this. But I'm like, I think it's good to keep, some stuff kind of private.
Right. You have plenty of raunchy stuff to talk about. I got enough
so like,
to talk about.
I know. I gotta shut the fuck up sometimes. I think I gotta shut my fucking lips. I'm out there yapping too much. Yeah, but that makes sense. But with the nurse thing, it's funny because I guarantee you there was a bunch of nurses who were on your side for that. Because I posted a clip a while ago about polyamory, how I think it makes me sick. Come at me, and then I was just like, I'm like, how are you not getting tested for STDs all the time? Whatever. So I was like that angle. Also, who fucking cares? It's my opinion. It's a fucking joke. But I had people losing. I lost like 500 followers in a day. And people were like, how dare you? And then I took the video down, and all these people DM me, all these polyamorous people DM me, being like, where's that video? It was hilarious. I want to send it to all my poly friends. And I was like, oh, okay. So people are standing up for people they don't even, it's not even their fight. They're just like, somebody else is getting mad at this.
Yeah. The people that are angry like that, they're the loudest voices.
Yes. And it's like not even relating to them at all.
It's a crazy world, isn't it?
It really is sick. But you're doing good for people. Do people like cry and stuff after like they get like a big one removed or something like they've been holding on to?
But I do feel like lucky in that sense that I get to see it. Like every doctor like does something really life-changing to their patients, for their patients. But like I sort of get to see it like played back.
Yeah.
People are interviewing them and asking them about this right after we do something. I mean, so I get to see that, which is really cool. But I don't feel like I'm extra special. I just think that I'm just like lucky that I get to see that part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
it's
nice.
Cool. It's very cool.
Yeah,
but I try not to
follow up. Like I wish I could see everybody in the show after the show. It'd be like,
yes.
Some people like say something nice, but have like a nice like, I enjoyed that. I'm like, thank you. You helped me. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the worst? So one of my favorite questions. What's the worst body thing you've ever heard? Even like that doesn't have to do with you at all. Just something that maybe medically
the worst
you've heard.
Body thing that well, I mean, I have like I have a picture of I don't know if you can show this. You can't show this, but I can show it to you.
Okay.
Well, because it's not my picture. It's somebody else's picture.
Okay.
Not of them, but of one of their patients.
Oh boy.
And well, I remember this because it's what I call a saxophone penis. It's a saxophone penis. Can you want to see a saxophone?
It's a penis?
It is a penis.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I do want to see a penis.
Yes, but he has a STD, like, it's a saxophone.
If I could explain, I would say, I have to zoom in here.
Yeah.
I would say, for some reason, this I can look at.
Yeah.
I don't know why that pimple upset me.
Isn't that weird?
I would say.
That is weird that you can see this and no problem.
It looks
and
like.
And you're zooming in.
I zoomed in too far. It looks like if an eggplant was roasted, a very large eggplant was roasted and like squished a little bit, but also kind of like a huge shit that comes out. You know when a rhino shits?
Right.
And it takes a long time to come out of its ass, like it's so big and then it plops out.
Right, but it's facing the wrong way too.
What is wrong
direction.
with the pee hole is almost facing upward in a way.
Yes. Yeah, he had
I'm trying to say to the viewers
STD that like caused like it to grow like scarring like that.
What
Yes.
kind of STD is that?
I think this one was called LGV. I'm not that up on STDs, thankfully, but like it's called lymphogranuloma venereum.
Oh.
And I think that was it. This is like many years old. This is like 25 years old or something like that. In New York too, by the way.
New York.
So yeah,
It was like this
yes,
big,
but it was like this.
Yeah, it was like angled up and still a little tiny little.
The tip.
How okay? How do you get it to
it-
go from like the swelling? There's no how you peeing the
I don't
pupils
know.
up.
That's all I know about it, really.
So they
I mean,
sent
I
you
have, like,
someone sent you this photo and you're like,
yeah.
what
I mean,
the
it's
hell
like
is this?
yeah, but people like out here, even in LA, they get their penis injected with like filler, like we do to people's lips and things, to like give it girth. Like yeah, people do that.
We're getting filler in the penis.
Yeah, they are, and I think it gets a little lumpy and stuff like that too because of
that
that.
can't be good for you.
I mean,
it goes back to
I don't
flaccid,
think
is that-
it's. I don't know. I know. There's so many questions, right? But I don't do that myself,
No,
so I wouldn't.
that
I
seems-
don't know that much. People get scrotox too.
With the the scrotum tighter,
No, it's looser.
they want it looser.
I don't. Yes,
They want it lower and the
want
ball
it
slapping
to-
more.
Yeah, they want that motion, I suppose, like that.
Really,
Yes, it's called scrotox. Yes.
scrotum. I can speak
Yes.
for some amount of women. We don't love the slap.
Yeah.
Keep it taut.
Yes.
No one's asking for more
Yes.
slap.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
I'm personally. Maybe you
people
are.
asking for it because that's what people are getting.
Scrotox, just a nice.
Because what
long
Botox does is it
set
stops a muscle from being so tight.
Yeah,
it
so
loosens
they want
it.
them nice and loose.
Yeah.
Huh. I matched with a guy years ago on Tinder out here,
Mm-hmm.
and he sent me his dick pic. And it was the weirdest
Uh-huh.
one. He got 3 like lumps surgically placed in for like
on his
penis on the top.
Okay.
I guess he said it was for pleasure for women.
Oh, okay.
So it was like he got like
it was extra ribbed. I
extra
suppose.
ribbed, exactly, but like medically ribbed, so they can't get it out.
Okay.
Like that seemed a little much.
Yeah, and
I
then
was
that's how
like,
he
this
introduced
is-
himself to you before you ever. Did you
Yeah,
meet him?
no, I didn't go with him. I was
Okay.
too.
I was
I
gonna
was like,
say.
there was a part of me that kind of wanted, but I was like,
Just
you
to-
did this because you just want to fuck that much that you're like, I need
I
this
don't
in
know
my
if that-
dick. I
yeah,
need
yeah,
to make
yeah,
with. Like,
that's-
that seems
that's
like you
weird.
have no personality.
Yeah.
You need to really focus. It was a bit much for me.
Yeah,
It
that would
seemed-
be-
it
that would
seemed
be a bit
too
much,
just
yes.
Scrotox. So
Yes.
what did we know? What happened to that penis?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything more about that. No.
So
I mean,
that-
we
that's
just have,
haunted you.
That is something I bring up, and every now and then I put it back on my phone. I don't know why. This is like a perfect moment.
This is a perfect
not
moment, yes.
something that sits on my phone all the time.
It's
but
your
like,
screensaver.
Yeah,
it was the background of your
exactly,
phone. You're
yes,
like, oh, here it
yes.
is, very convenient.
Yes.
And then your kids are in the
I
background.
mean, there's just a bunch of little things that happen. Like, what was I just thinking about? Like, well, my husband. Well, this is not really. This is kind of a romantic story. He actually. He courted me over my cadaver, like in Gross Anatomy. Like that was like how he had an opportunity to talk to me. So like once a week when we were like in Gross Anatomy, we were dissecting, he would come over to my table where we dissecting. Yeah.
Fully dissecting like humans?
Yes, humans, yes. That donate their body to science, you know.
You're not just finding a body.
No,
going,
no,
maybe
no.
this guy wouldn't care. Really?
But so he would
come
come
over,
over
he's
and be
like-
like,
he's like,
hey,
finally I have
did
no
you guys
competition."
find your colon? Yeah, like he was like, yeah. Did you guys? How did you find that nerve or whatever the colon? Yeah, like
Is there
isn't
a
this so
full
romantic?
body out on the table?
Well, you cover areas and then you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest tip, really, if you're gonna go into medicine and you're gonna go into a cadaver lab, and you in the beginning you sort of like group up like I don't remember how many people were in my group, like 5 or something. You would go and find a table, so they just tell you to find a table, and there's like tables of cadavers, and I would pick a skinny one. Mine was like a 80-year-old skinny like woman. And I think a couple rows down from us, there was a very overweight, and it was just they had to deal with like a lot more stuff for you to get to something. It's a lot
really
deeper, and
cutting in
then
there.
the fat would get like it would start to rot. Really, this sounds terrible. Like I don't know, and it would just there was fly. They were like like
Oh
it was
my
bad. He would slip
God.
on it, like it would slip. So that was
You
like
spewed that-
miserable for them over there. Let me just tell
Whoa!
you.
Just slipping on a pile of
Yes.
someone else's fat. Jesus.
Yes, but I do have to tell you, this reminds me of one story that I have. Like when I was doing my fellowship, which is after training. I was doing this facial facial surgery course. I was we were doing a cadaver course, but it was just a head course. So we would so you walk into the room like a banquet room, and there's just heads on each table, and we would have to dissect like.
What are they sitting in? What do you mean?
You're just sitting on. They're just
neck
sitting
there
on the middle of the table, like the middle of a round table, like a 8 or 10 person
so you're
wedding
telling
table.
Me that these wedding tables people are using for this, and then and in 5 hours they're using it for
That's what I'm
a
about
bar
to
mitzvah.
say. Yeah, so we were dissecting through the day, and at the end of the day, I think it was lunchtime the second day, like I went to the bathroom, which is a little farther away, and then when I walked back, I saw them, all the heads were gone, and they were setting up for a wedding. For real. Like, I was like, wow, that's like messed up.
I'll tell you what is happening at my wedding. We're all getting sloppy joes, and we're eating them with our fucking hands. Yes. We're having hot dogs. We're having sloppy
That's
joes.
awesome.
I'm making this up right now because I don't want a fucking decapitated head at my wedding. Knowing that it's on the table now.
Well,
you're eating in your laps. Hey, everyone brings their own
yes.
TV table dinners. That's it. Let's go back to the fucking 70s, get a little TV tray out, put it on there.
Your own little thing, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy too. Like, I remember
That's
maybe it was just because it was back in the day.
You never
where
think
we were
about
a
what's
lot
on
more,
those tables.
You never think about what happens in those rooms. It's not all just weddings.
And it didn't smell. I guess the heads have been
well, it's like formaldehyde-y, slightly, but it's
is
not
there
like
hair
we were
on
there.
the head, or is it like a bald head?
I mean, they look like they just woke. They're matted. I mean,
the
like
eyes
you
are
can see
closed.
what I don't know. I think so, but maybe half. I mean, I don't remember looking that closely.
I would walk in
maybe,
and just see a bunch of cadavers staring at you. I would lose my mind.
I mean, they're pale. They're like,
well, I would
assume their
they're
hair is a
pale.
little
Yeah.
like smushed, like on one side, like bedhead kind of thing.
They got bed head from those coolers, I guess.
Yeah,
Just get the cooler head.
Yes.
Wow.
They're just
that's
stored like heads.
Fucking
yes.
crazy.
I know. Isn't that's a little? That
So you
is
got
a
in
crazy
there, you
little
move
world.
things around. That's
Yeah,
really
and
wacky.
then afterwards they just it's like.
Did you ever see blackheads on those heads?
No, I never looked at them, but maybe now I would. Yes, because I think you get a lot of those at like senior citizen homes or old folk homes and stuff like that.
Are most of the bodies like older people that you would do?
Most of them, yeah. I don't think I ever saw a young person, but they're all so I think by that time they're like ready. They've already, they're like, yes, let me give my body to science. So shout out to them too. Amazing people that do that to allow us to learn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
You don't think so? I don't think you could do it either.
I don't
After just knowing
think I
you
can.
for a little sweat. Yes.
Also, what if do people who like people know in the media know it? Because then some asshole could be cutting me up and like her vagina really was big, and then filming my dead vagina, and then that goes viral.
Well,
I'm
maybe
dead.
they'll
I can't
cut
do anything
off your
about it.
head, and then you won't know like it's your body next to your head. Like,
You know what? That's
you could
almost
say-
that's almost worse.
You could say,
And then my
I will
head's on a wedding
donate
table.
as long as it's separate.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's tough.
I've learned a lot today.
Yeah.
I've learned we've one
What kind
final
of body
question
part
here.
things do you talk about with other
Everything,
people?
but not. I mean, the cadaver stuff is.
So
new.
we went deep.
We went very deep. We went a little. I'm glad.
Like,
I
what's
ate
the
before.
grossest thing you've ever seen with like a body?
I've ever seen with a body?
Yeah, like kind of.
My friend cut his arm once when we were working at a wedding, and I'm like, how
how'd
bad
you
is that?
handle
And
it?
he went like this,
It
and
was
I
like
saw
fish mouth open. Yeah.
Yes, and that was in person for me too much, and I almost fainted. He almost fainted because he saw me react, and then I'm like, don't look, and he was like, and then we both were like back and forth. It was really bleeding. I had to like tourniquet it. It was bad.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, I
wish I had known
stuff.
that. I would have brought in some. I have some nice, clean but big pops and stuff. Like
I think I've seen enough with the pops. The penis was a lot. We have to
Yes.
wrap this up, and I'm sorry I don't
okay.
want to. But my final question: what's the funniest way you think you could die?
Well, what do you think is the funniest way you could die? I don't.
I think it's doing one of my long fall bits where I fall for a long time, then I fall like off a cliff or something, and then I keep falling. And
I mean, I think the funniest way you could die is like on Willy Wonka, like that Violet girl, like eating, like blowing up like a blueberry and
Just
exploding,
fully
or like Wile E. Coyote, like having like an anvil dropped on you. Or
yeah,
something
that's
like
a
that.
good one.
Right?
That's
Like-
because that's funny.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
weird
okay,
that we
yeah,
used to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
cartoons like that? They were all like about people just dying over and over again.
But they came back to life, so I guess
Yeah.
we thought it was okay.
I know. It's
I like the way you said the
very weird,
blueberry one
'cause I
first,
feel like
though, 'cause
now
that's
it
like a big
won't.
pop for you.
Yeah, yeah.
You're almost like you're popping. Your one final goodbye is one big pop.
Yes, yes. That would be the funniest way, I suppose.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming on.
you.
My gosh, so nice.
Really
hey,
nice.
we're gonna do a video because I want to get my pearl out of my head.
Maybe we should do that for the show.
Should we do it?
I could recruit. Yeah, maybe I could. Yeah, I'm take a picture of it and I'll send it to them.
Oh my
Maybe we'll
god,
get you on
can
the
we
show
really?
and do that? Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's do it. Oh my god, pop my little pearl out on.
And you might pass out.
Oh, I'm gonna pass out.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't, but
You're
now I
high
wanna do it.
maintenance. No, it's okay.
I'm not high maintenance. I
You
am
are
high maintenance.
but I could take. That's my expertise. I
Okay.
can take care of you. Yes.
All right.
We'll
I
be
can't
okay.
wait.
Yes. We'll talk
Okay.
you through it. Don't worry.
Talk me through it.
Yes.
Take out my pearl.
And then
I
you'll
can't
be
wait.
amazed at it, and then we'll make it into a necklace.
Yeah, little
for
necklace I can wear.
you.
And I can hand it down to my
Yes.
grandchildren and my
Yeah.
grandchildren's children. And it'll
Yeah,
be
we actually did that. We
heirloom.
would put things in epoxy and try to keep it forever.
I'll use
We
that
can
as a
put
little diamond
We can make
ring
a
for
pendant.
for my engagement ring.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So gross. Thank you so much, Sandra. It was so
Thank
nice
you.
coming on.
It's so nice to see you.